A while ago, a teenager was cleaning out their room when they found a small wooden box buried under one of the floorboards. Curiosity got the best of them, so they pried up the floorboard and retrieved the box. They opened it up and found an old diary with the pages filled with what looked to be a strange black substance. The teenager thought it might be ink or some kind of marker, but when they touched it, their finger came away bloody. Startled, the teenager placed the diary back in the box, shut the lid, and returned it to its hiding place under the floorboard. But every night around midnight, the same thing happened. The diary would shake violently, and then new pages would spill out of it, each one filled with the same black substance. The handwriting was elegant and precise, and each entry detailed horrible and traumatic events that happened to the previous owner of the diary. The entries always ended with a line that read, "And tomorrow is when it will happen again." Of course, the teenager thought it was all just a horrible coincidence, so they stopped reading the diary after a while. But the next day at school, they began to hear rumors of a local girl who had died horribly, just as the diary had predicted. And strangely, the news reports of her death began to repeat themselves over and over again, like the diary entries. Terrified, the teenager ran home and hid in their room, thinking that perhaps the diary was somehow cursed. But then they heard a knock at the door. It was their neighbor, and she told them that she and the rest of the neighborhood were going out for dinner to celebrate the birthday of her daughter, a girl who had been missing for 3 years. As the days passed, more and more entries appeared in the diary. Each entry predicted another tragedy that would befall the town, and each time the predicted event was about to occur, the townspeople would become ecstatic, thinking that finally their missing loved ones would be returned to them. But when the events from the diary actually happened, they were horrified to find that it wasn't the good news they had been expecting. After a while, people stopped listening to the diarist's predictions, but the entries continued, and eventually, the entire town became trapped in a hellscape of their own making, all because one teenager had failed to heed the warnings of a mysterious diary. What did the diary say? Well, that's for you to find out. If you dare read the diary, let me know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. Give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. See you next time.